On this week's episode of the Weekly Wealth Podcast, we are talking about some free tools. These are free tools for business owners, and a couple of them are for individuals. And these are some items that can help you to build your businesses, help you to make your businesses more sellable, and just help you to live a better life by how you handle your money. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and here we go. Welcome to the Weekly Wealth Podcast. I am Certified Financial Planner David Chudyk. This podcast and my wealth management practice are both designed to help the mass affluent to live better lives by how they handle their money. We talk about financial strategies, prosperous mindsets, and simply how to build true wealth. So come on and let's enjoy this journey together. Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode. We're talking about free stuff today. So free is always a good word. Free is always the right price. And I want to just put some free tools in your hands that can help you in your journey. But before we get into the show, and again, if you're not driving, please make sure to share this episode with your friends, with your families, with your colleagues, with your coworkers, and also make sure that you're following us on social media. We'll have the links in the show notes, but check out Weekly Wealth Podcast in Instagram, check out our YouTube channel and our Facebook group. Lots of cool stuff going on there, and we are doing our best to put out as much valuable content as we can. So I would be greatly indebted if you would help us to build our community. All right, so now that's out of the way, I want to talk to you about some tools, some things that I'm just giving you, some things that are out there that can help you to enhance your financial position. The first group of these will be for individuals. The second will be for business owners. And then at the end, you're going to have to wait all the way till the end. I'm going to talk to you about a webinar series that we are putting on. So let's get started. Let's start off with the tools that will be geared either towards individuals or to the individual side of business owners. Now, remember, all of these links will be in the show notes, so make sure to check out the show notes. You can click on all of them, but let's take advantage of these. Use the ones that apply to you. Now, our first one is geared for people who are looking to reduce some debt. Now, many or most of our listeners to the Weekly Wealth Podcast are the high net worth and the mass affluent, but sometimes there is some debt that needs to be dealt with. So if you go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/debt snowball, that's www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/debt snowball, that will just redirect you to a website that has a snowball debt elimination tool. So that's a great one if you're looking to get some debt paid off. What about a personal balance sheet? Do you know where your assets are? Do you know what your current net worth is? Do you know what your debts total to? If you don't, go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/balance sheet, and you can spend just a few minutes and you can input some information and you can have a personalized balance sheet completed for you. Risk. We talk about it all the time in investments. And one of our goals as an investment firm and as a financial advisor is for me to have your money invested with the right amount of risk for you. So you can get a personalized risk number generated just for you based on your time horizon and some other questions. And you can do that by going to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/risk number. And then you can get a personalized risk number that will help you to understand how much risk you are comfortable taking in your personal investments. And finally, have you scheduled your 10-minute vision call with me? If there's anything that's keeping you up at night or any financial issue that you might want to talk through, you can go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/vision. I think it's incredibly important for all of us to take a few minutes and think about our vision, think about our goals, and think about who we want to become. And in this case, in relation to our money. And that helps us to be able to do the things that are hard, do the things that are uncomfortable. So schedule your 10-minute vision call by going to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/vision. All right. Now, we have to talk about the business owners. You know, I love the business owners because I am a business owner. So we're going to talk about a bunch of tools that I have for you that can help you to either run more profitable businesses now or to build the value of your business. Remember, if you're a business owner, your business more than likely is your biggest asset. And if you've ever thought about using the sale proceeds of your business to fund your future lifestyle, this is the place to be. All right, so let's start with the first one, the Value Builder Score. Go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/value builder score. You can spend 10 to 15 minutes and you can take an assessment that will help you to understand where your business is doing well with regard to the 8 drivers of value, or where your business has some opportunity for improvement. It'll also give you a range of value for what your business might sell for. It's not a certified appraisal, but it's a great starting point. So www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/value builder score. Now, we also have the PREScore, and that is a personal readiness to exit. So as a business owner, you're ready for almost anything, but recent data shows that even the most affluent and successful founders struggle with one common problem: the regret on how they handled leaving their company. So go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/PREScore, that's PREScore, and take the PREScore assessment. We also have the freedom point. So if you'd like to calculate your freedom point and know maybe what you would need to sell your business for, or what amount of money you would need in some of your accounts in order to retire, you can go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/freedom point. And once you're done, you'll receive your Freedom Score report, a comprehensive analysis of your financial readiness to enter this next phase of your life. Now, if you're not into the assessments, I have a bunch of eBooks for you. And the eBooks are great. I love reading books. And I think that almost anything that any one of us wants to know is in a book somewhere. So let's first look at our book called The Endgame. As a business owner, you're familiar with the challenges and complexities that come with steering your company day to day, but have you considered the transformative power of picturing your end game? So the Endgame book will allow you to have some thinking points of what you need to be doing to prepare your business for its exit. So www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/endgame. Have you ever thought about how business buyers think? So you can get inside the mind of the acquirer by going www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/inside the mind. By understanding the motivations, the business models, and how each type of acquirer invests, you will be better equipped to make informed decisions about the future of your business. So www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/inside the mind. Now, you've probably noticed that many businesses nowadays are offering a subscription model. So Netflix and other companies are getting recurring revenue from you on a monthly basis. So subscription models have revolutionized how businesses operate, offering a steady, predictable revenue stream and fostering deep customer loyalty. So if you think that maybe offering a subscription model in your business might work for you, hey, check out www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/subscription economy. And you can learn about different ways that you can have subscription recurring revenue within your business. Now, we've all heard about niching down or niching down, depending on how you pronounce it. And as a business owner, you might feel the urge to diversify your offering, cross-selling a variety of products and services to your existing customers. While this strategy might seem smart, it can unintentionally undermine the long-term value of your company. Yes, it's easier to sell a new product to a loyal customer than to find a brand new one, but if those products lack differentiation, the benefits are short-lived. So download the book, The Riches Are in the Niches, by going to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/niches. That's NICHES. Now, here's a great book. Would you rather be famous or would you rather be rich? Building a successful business can be a path to both fame and fortune, but more often one comes at the expense of the other. There's a small but growing cohort of business owners who have become fantastically rich through building a small business in relative anonymity. Along the way, they have prioritized wealth creation instead of falling into the trap of striving to be popular among their employees, customers, and their peers. So to download Famous or Rich, you can go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/famous or rich. Continuing in thinking about exit planning, because when we exit our business is one of the most important financial decisions we'll ever make. It's About Time, a business owner's guide for deciding when to sell. If you're like a lot of founders, you're probably trying to time the sale of your business to coincide with the top of an economic cycle. Given today's headlines, you may be worried if you have waited too long. However, timing the market is a fool's errand, and contemplating your business's exit requires a completely different approach. So go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/It's About Time and download the ebook It's About Time and learn about some of the considerations that you should have with regard to when you sell your business. And finally, you can download The Freedom Point, a financial planning guide for business owners. As business owners, you typically face two difficult choices: when to sell your business and at what price. Selling your business may seem far off in the future, but if exiting your business now would give you the financial resources to do whatever you want, it may be worth considering sooner than what feels natural. So go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/freedompointbook. Now, don't worry if you didn't get all of those links memorized. They will be in the show notes, but I wanted to make it easy by having a link from within the Weekly Wealth Podcast to each of those resources. And our final resource, and you have to remember, I am recording this in August of 2025. In the world of podcasts, sometimes they get listened to literally years and years after they've been made. But as of August in 2025, we have a fall financial webinar series planned. And during this series, we are going to conduct some informative webinars that can help you to make the right financial decisions for you for the reasons that are important to you. Now, these will be geared towards the high net worth and the mass affluent, but anybody can benefit. So the first webinar will be where I speak with Parallel Financial's Chief Investment Officer, Greg Towner. And Greg is going to talk about investor behavior and also about investment processes. So very important that we understand how investor behavior can drive returns and drive results, and also how a process-driven investment philosophy can work best for you. Now, this webinar will be held on Friday, August 22nd at noon Eastern Time. So that's Friday, August 22nd at noon. And the easiest thing to do is to go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/August webinar. So www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/August webinar, and you can sign up to attend the live event. Now, if you cannot attend the live event, shoot my assistant Ash. Shoot her an email, Ash, ASH, at Parallel Financial, and tell her that you would like for her to send you a copy of the recording when it's available. So ASH at parallelfinancial.com. Now, we'll have another webinar coming up in September, and I'm super excited about this one. We'll be speaking with Gordon Short of GBX Systems and talking about the really exciting tax strategy of historic preservation trust. So it's a way that you can actually purchase commercial and historic real estate using your federal tax liability. So it'll be an amazing presentation that for the right person be a tool that can almost be life-changing. And then Cam Knight, you may remember him from a few Weekly Wealth Podcast episodes ago. He's graciously agreed to talk some more about mindsets and overcoming barriers in our October webinar. We'll take a few months off after that, and then we'll start a new webinar series in early 2026. So this is my commitment to you that we are going to bring powerful, useful, innovative content to you. Now, Like I always say, this podcast is a marketing tool for my actual private wealth management practice. So I put the podcast out and I put the content out because I want to introduce you to me, and I want to introduce you to my philosophies and how I work with clients. And if you've ever wondered what it might be like to work with me personally as your financial advisor, just shoot me an email. Email david@parallelfinancial.com, or hey, guess what? We have another link here. Go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/work with David. We can set up a short meeting. We can talk about if we are a good fit. Do you fit for me? Do I fit for you? And would we enjoy a long-term working relationship? So that about sums up this episode. Make sure to check the show notes for all of the links. I know there were a lot of them, but take advantage of some of these tools and they can help put you in the right direction. I would also, again, would love it if you would forward this episode to one of your friends, one of your families, one of your colleagues, and one of your coworkers. I believe that how we handle our money should positively impact our lives and the lives of those around us. And I hope that this podcast can be a small piece of that puzzle in your life. So until next episode, I wish everybody a blessed week. Thanks, everybody. The information contained herein, included but not limited to research, market valuations, calculations, estimates, and other materials obtained from Parallel Financial and other sources are believed to be reliable. However, Parallel Financial does not warrant its accuracy or completeness. These materials are provided for informational purposes only and should not be used for or construed as an offer to sell or a solicitation of an offer to buy any security. Past performance is not indicative of any future results. And with the bonus content, the last link of the day. Do you think you might be a great guest on the Weekly Wealth Podcast? Do you have something to add? Do you have something to add to the business owners, to the individuals of the world that can help us to live better lives, either by how we handle our money or in any other way? If you do, go to www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/guest. www.weeklywealthpodcast.com/guest. Fill out some information and let's discuss if we are a good fit. All right, now that's really the end of the episode. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.